Oh, there we go. I'm on right away, dude. First drop with a gulp minnow, and there's our crappies, guys. So we decided to go fish for dinner.
Nice.
And that one's not gonna make it for dinner, but this is what we came to catch. And that's literally my first drop, guys. And hopefully we're gonna find some bigger ones than that. But that's a perfect crappie to get us going. We'll put him back. But we're doing a little dinner fishing, and what I would say is a little bit of opportunity fishing. And weather got us this morning, so we've got a really short afternoon to fish. And we'll see how it goes. As you can see, it's heavy overcast and I'm bibbed. It's been raining and windy. So we decided, let's go see if we can catch some crappies for dinner or maybe some bluegills. So that's what we're here. We had seen these crappies. Oh, I had that one. We had seen these on the graph before. We've been to this lake one other time. And we saw the crappies on the graph and thought, well, maybe, just maybe, we should go crappie fishing. All right, guys, so that's 3 drops now with a 1-inch gulp minnow. And oh, he got my minnow that time. That's too bad. So another little cutie there. So we'll keep playing with those, and I'll show you what I'm using, because I think it's just a matter of time till we find the right size. But guys, these are 1-inch gulp minnows. So they're a little tiny bait, and it's a very natural color. I could be using smelt or any of those. This is a new color called Starry Night, which I like. It's a little bit translucent if you look at it, which is a new thing. And in the clear water, this water is not horribly clear, but in a lot of places the water is really clear. And then a translucent bait makes all the difference in the world. In this case, with this being a little bit of a muddier lake, or not muddy, but not the cleanest lake in the world, I think that's the difference. And if we pay attention, you can see all sorts of fish on the graph. They're going to be about right here. It's one of those things, guys. I grew up in South Florida, and you learn about quote unquote bait snatchers, all sorts of little grunts and pinfish and little tiny fish that will grab your shrimp, and you'll feel them, and they're hard to hook, and you got little tiny hooks, and you see him pick up my bait. See him? He picked it up. Got him. You can see him take the weight off, is what I noticed right there. The rod, when I picked up on it, the rod wouldn't load at all. And so that's telling me that he's got a hold of it, because when I pick up and the sinker doesn't hold it down, you see that little gulp minnow buried right in the roof of his mouth right there. So hopefully we'll find a little bit bigger ones. We might have to move around a little, but we've been fishing for about 3 minutes. Get him?
Pretty little.
How big is yours?
It's a sunfish.
Oh, you got a big old bluegill. All right, so that makes interesting sense. Let me see him. That's what I think some of our misses are.
Yeah, probably.
And how big are those for you to eat them?
Bigger than that.
We're hoping to catch something to eat, guys.
Yeah. Come here. Come here.
Got him. There we go. That's a little better one there, whatever that is. That's definitely not a bluegill. If it is the big one. Oh, there's dinner. Welcome to the club. Welcome to my boat, crappie. Well, if it matters, all the ones I've caught so far where the bait was on the bottom, and when I went to pick it up. There you go. Well done, Dano.
Come here.
Come here, you.
Well, he's not real big. I mean,
that's okay.
Oh yeah, no, but I mean,
because we'll figure them out.
If we're worried about dinner.
Right. And guys, I want to point out, we got about 3 hours to catch dinner. We've been fishing for about 15 minutes since we put the boat in the water. So, and what we're fishing is there's a little tree line, or a little tree, submerged tree out here that we saw in the graph when we were here bass fishing, and it had crappies all around it. So I thought, well, or it had fish. We figured they were crappies. So we thought, well, since we have a short day because of the weather window and we'd like to have something to eat, then we'll just come here and see if we can catch some of these crappies, and that's what we've done. Got that one, all right. All right, guys, so we switched up baits again. One thing is, when you're on a wide open bite, it's a good opportunity to get confidence in baits. Well, by the time you see a bait on this TV show, I have a lot of confidence in it. So this is another bait that I had way ahead of time, but I can introduce to you, and this was a power swimmer, which has been around forever. You guys have seen the power swimmer. It's been around for several years anyway, but they brought out some little ones. This is a little 2-inch one, and I've got it on a mushroom head or a Berkeley half head jig, which is kind of a mushroom head style. Real supernatural color right there, guys, but this little boot tail has a tremendous amount of its own action. So if you tight line this bait and just let it sink, it swims at an angle and swims to the bottom. If you retrieve it, it swims perfectly horizontally as well. It's definitely a bait that's made to be swam or consistently swam in the water column. And on Fishful Thinker, we have used this thing already for a bunch of trout. We've also used this 2-inch version for grayling in Alaska and absolutely slayed them with it. So it's an excellent choice if your fish are active enough that you can retrieve a bait. They're inexpensive, there's a bunch of them in a package, and they hold their shape well, and they got some killer colors, some really super hyper natural. Because it's power bait, it can be pure clear even, or almost pure clear, all the way to a really crazy hot color. So another opportunity, or another option I should say, for people on panfish and trout. Of course, they've been available in the big versions up to 5 or 6 inches for a long time, but they just now dropped to the little guy. What'd you get, Dano?
Well, I found one on the long cast.
Yeah, there you go. That's a decent one there. So Dano, I mean, on that note, I'll let you handle that fish. This is crappie number 262 in the last, I don't know, hour and a half.
Yeah, it's quite a few.
How about that one? There you go. That crappie, there you go, buddy. And that's how you do it. I love these things. They're kind of a Frankenfish, every one of them. I mean, it's just choking it. And he choked it again. That's fun.
Always fun.
That is one of our biggest ones. Oh, that's definitely the biggest one of the day.
He swallowed it.
Yeah, that's a good one there.
Not bad. I don't know.
That's probably one of the biggest.
Yeah, I don't think he's as big as you think he is. He's pretty small. These are so shallow that when you set the hook, they're in the boat.
So we've been caught on 3 completely different colors.
Pretty.
That's a great looking fish. And that one was really high in the water column. I was letting the bait still go down and counting it down, and he got it on the drop and he choked it.
It's been fun almost every cast.
Every cast, buddy. It's a little bit better one there. What you got there, Dano?
We got yourselves another crappie.
You got a good one?
Beautiful. About the same as all the other ones.
So let me ask you this. Are there, I love when you can say that though. When you're on a fish river, you can say, oh, it's the same as all the other ones. It means you've caught a bunch.
Caught a bunch here, yes, we have. And they're nice ones.
Yeah.
I mean, they really are.
Oh, they are, yeah, for sure.